Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. In this tutorial, you will learn about concept of creating and placing flexible component within your assembly. This skill will save your time and streamline your workflow. So let's get started. First, let's define what a flexible component is. A flexible component is designed to adapt to various requirements within an assembly, allowing it to be included in different states. This adaptability is defined by variable dimensions, features, geometrical tolerances, surface finishes, and parameters. For example, think about a spring. It can have different compression length depending on where it's located in the assembly. You can have one component that effectively serve multiple functions, saving your time and effort in your design. By the end of this module, you will be equipped with the skill to add flexibility to components, placing flexible component into assemblies, and define flexible dimensions using measure distance and diameters. You will also learn how to edit the flexibility of component that are already placed in the assemblies, which is incredibly useful for making adjustment as your design evolves. Now, let's talk about how to manage flexible items. To manage these flexible items, you can assess the flexibility by navigating to File, Properties. This dialog box allows you to choose which item you want to make flexible. When defining flexible dimensions, you have several options. You can specify a value directly, or measure a curve length, or even measure a distance between two entities. You can also define angles, area, and diameters as a flexible dimensions. This versatility allows for precise control over how your component behave in the assembly. It's important to remember that testing your model is essential. After setting up your flexible components, you should ensure that model regenerates successfully within the same dimension values and feature status used when the component is placed in the assembly. This testing step is crucial for making sure your flexible component functions correctly in intended context. Let's see the practical demonstration of adding the flexibility to a component. We have this component and we will add flexibility inside this component. We will make one dimension and one feature flexible in this component. Click on File, Prepare, Model Properties. Here look for Tools and select Flexible. Here add the dimension you want to make flexible. Now select the feature you want to make flexible. Click OK and OK. You can see here two items that we have defined as flexible. One is dimensions and another one is features. Click Close. Now we will assemble this component into this assembly. First, I will explain the theory behind it. In this segment, we will explore how to place flexible component into an assembly. This process is similar to placing non-flexible components, with just one couple of extra steps. First, when prompted by Confirm dialog box, click Yes to use the component's defined flexibility. Then, in the Varied Item dialog box, enter the new value for the item you want to make flexible. Remember, you only need to input values that are essential for specific instance, as a flexible component can have different definitions each time it's used. By default, flexible values for items except for features are defined using the by value method. You can also use 5 measurement based method for flexible dimensions, curve length, distance, angle, area and diameter. Unlike dimensions, flexible features have a status that can be set to either resumed or suppressed, allowing you to control their behavior within the assembly. This flexibility enhances your design process while making component adaptable to various requirements. Now let's see the practical demonstration. Now you can see the prompted confirm dialog box. Click yes. Change 60 to 90. Click on feature tab and click and select suppressed. Now click on OK. Now assemble the component into the assembly. Now select the component and click on pattern. Now we will change the dimension of component. Click on region 8. Now we will cut the section to see the component placement. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips and tricks. Let us know in the comment section if you have any questions or topic you want us to cover next.